welcome to my channel. So I have a makeup tutorial for you guys today, and it is on this cool tone makeup right over here. I have not done a cool tone makeup tutorial in a hot minute, at least a couple of months for sure. And I woke up this morning, I knew I was going to film a makeup tutorial, and I was like, why don't you just do a cool tone makeup tutorial? So that is exactly what I did for you guys. And honestly, every single time I've done a cool tone makeup, at least I feel like it's always looked really pretty on me. And I do a ton of warm tone makeup, and sometimes I'm literally like, girl, what were you thinking? Because it doesn't always look good on me, but I don't know what it is about cool tone makeup. I feel like it's always looked nice on me every time I've done a cool tone makeup. So if you want to find out how you can get this whole makeup that I'm wearing today, then just keep watching and let's get started. Hi guys, so let's get started. I'm first going to be priming my lids using the Maybelline Color Tattoo Eyeshadow Primer. This one is in the color Nude Pink. In case you don't know what an eyeshadow primer is, it's basically something that's just going to help your eyeshadow stay in place all day, and some of them also help your eyeshadows pop out a little bit more. So once that is done, I will be applying some tape, and this is just going to help me make sure that my eyeshadows come out looking perfect and that the edges are sharp, I guess. So the first eyeshadow that I'm using is from the Urban Decay Smoky palette, and this is just like a bone shade. I'm just basically going to apply that on my lids and work it all the way up to my brow bone. So the first color that I'm using in my crease area is kind of like a very light taupey gray eyeshadow, and since I am doing a cool tone look for today, this color was just perfect for my crease area. So I am using it as a transition shade. Once I apply that, I'm going to be using the eyeshadow called Armor from the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, and I'm just going to be applying that color on my lids. Isn't this color so pretty? It's kind of like a gunmetal silvery taupey eyeshadow. It's just super pretty. So now I'm going to be grabbing the eyeshadow called Password from that same Urban Decay Smoky palette, and this is a darker matte gray shade. So I'm just going to be popping that color right onto my crease area, and I am going to be blending it into my inner corner. After applying that dark gray eyeshadow on my crease area, I did lose a little bit of that color that I had on my lid. So I'm just going back into the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, and I'm just going to grab some of that Armor shade and reapply it onto my lids. And I did want the center of my lid to pop a little bit more, so I'm using the eyeshadow called High from that same palette, and I'm just applying that color right on the center of my lids. Alright, now onto my brows, and I'm just going to be using, like always, the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade, and this one is in the color Medium Brown. For my brow bone, I'm going to be using the eyeshadow called 13 from the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. So I did go ahead and apply some falsies off camera, and I do kind of want to hide the band a little bit, but I didn't really want to do a wing liner. So I'm just using the black eyeshadow from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette, and I'm just getting really close to my lash line. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock-It Longwear foundation. This one is hella too light for me right now. It's in the shade M54, and I'm going to be mixing it with the Loreal True Match foundation in the color C6. This one is hella too dark for me, so I'm just going to mix them both together and hope for the best. For concealer, I'm going to be using these two concealers are from Milani. They're the HD Advanced Concealers. One is in the shade 04 and the other one is in the shade 02. And I have to be honest with you guys. Well, I'm always honest with you guys. But I just wanted to let you guys know I don't really love these concealers. I don't know if it's just the color selection that I have them in, which 04 is a little bit too yellow. And then I feel like 02 is okay, but it's a little bit too light for me. But you know when you have something that you spend your money on and you kind of just want to use it because you don't want to feel like you just threw away money? That's what's going on with this little situation here. I have these two concealers and I kind of just want to use them up because I spent a penny on them. So yeah, I don't really love this concealer, but I'm using it. You know, I'm making it work. I'm gonna use it up. Now that I blended out my concealer, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye, and I'm using the NYX HD Studio Finishing Powder. To bake the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Airspun Loose Face Powder. If you saw my last video, I recently just started using this powder, and I mentioned in my last video I don't like it to set my under eye concealer because I felt like it left that area looking super cakey, but for the rest of my face it was pretty good. Now I'm going to be using, well, I'm going to go back into the Urban Decay Smoky palette, and I'm going to grab that dark gray eyeshadow that's called Password, and I'm just going to be applying that color on my lower lash line, and I'm going to be blending it out. And then I'm going to grab the color called Armor, which is the kind of a taupey silvery gunmetal color, and I'm also going to be placing that underneath my lash line. I'm first going to start out by placing it on my inner corner and working it about halfway on my lash line. Then I'm going to be grabbing the eyeshadow from MAC that is called Nylon. I feel like I haven't used this eyeshadow in a very long time, but I'm basically just going to be popping this eyeshadow on my inner corner to highlight that area. And now I'm just taking off all of that Airspun powder and I'm just blending it out. To bring some color and some life back to this face because it's looking super white and flat, I'm going to be bronzing up my face with the Lorac Pro Contouring Palette, and I'm using the medium contour shade to bronze my face. I'm actually going to be contouring my face today. I feel like the last couple of videos I've only been bronzing my face and haven't been contouring, but today I definitely want to carve out my face, so I'm going to be contouring my face, and I'm using the same Lorac Pro Contouring Palette, and I'm using the deep contour shade. Don't forget to apply some mascara to your bottom lashes. I promise it always makes a huge difference. So I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. And now I'm going to be using the Maybelline Cream Gel Liner in the color Black. And I'm going to be using the cream liner to tightline and to also line my lower waterline. For blush, I'm going to be using Berry Amore from Milani. It's one of their baked blushes. I mean, no surprise here. I'm going to be using the So Hollywood highlight from Anastasia. For lips, I'm going to be using two Colourpop Ultra Matte Lippies, and the first one that I'm using is called Stingraye, and then right over that I applied Beeper. I love this combo. It's neutral, but you can still definitely see some of that pink peeking through, so it looks super pretty. And that is everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I will be seeing you very soon. Mwah! Bye!